What's up guys, this is Gidas FIFA and welcome to another episode of the Fantasy Premier League. My birds are super loud today, but maybe they will be, and my wife is super loud today as well. So yeah, maybe they will be quieter when I record. Please! So yeah, let's get to the episode. And we got amazing points last game week. 72 points with 45 average, that's absolutely brilliant. Van Aanholt, finally great points with a goal scored. So did Coleman, also, no, he had an assist. McAuley scored a goal. King, our new signing, scored a goal. And then Diego Costa, our captain, scored a goal. And then Romelu Lukaku also scored a goal. So that's absolutely brilliant, and that's the performance I want to keep up. But there is something very important I have to tell you. The tiny game week just got tinier. If you see 2 game weeks ahead, oh my god, I messed up. Okay, sorry guys for that tiny break. I just spotted something because there was something I omitted. Because if you look at the game week 27, it's actually 11 games, which I omitted, as I told you. Man City versus Stoke is a game, so there will be a double game week here. So if you have someone great from Man City, make sure to put a triple captain on him. Other than that, I am personally ignoring it because I'm first not buying City players, 2 not buying Stoke players because I don't think there's anyone there that I would consider worth it. And then if you look at game week 28, there are just 4 games in this game week. Bournemouth, West Ham, Everton, West Brom, Hull, Swansea, Liverpool and Burnley are the only teams playing. And if you look forward, I don't think there's any game week written out yet that will recover those games, so they will be postponed till further notice. But for now I will be preparing for the tiny game week to get as much points from it rather than from the tiny double game week with just 1 game, Man City versus Stoke. So that's what we are going to do today, and we are going to very sadly say goodbye to a very dear player to us, because if you look at my midfield, we've got King, Phillips, Ndiaye and Lallana. So we've got 4 midfielders already. Then we've got McAuley, we've got Coleman, and we've got Jakupovic, and we've got Lukaku. So the tiny game week is basically kind of figured out. But we've got just 1 striker, so we have to say goodbye to a dear friend in Jermaine Defoe, who will always be remembered as a great player for us, and no doubt he will get some great points again this season. But for now we're gonna go very alternative to Swansea, because if you take a look at Swansea, they have some easy games now. Burnley, Hull, Bournemouth, Middlesbrough, 1 break for Spurs, and then West Ham, Watford and Stoke City. So I'm going to buy a striker from Swansea, and that's going to be Fernando Llorente. Because he's playing in every single game, he's scoring goals sometimes, here 2 goals, here 1 goal, and he is cheap, and I mean dirt cheap. 6.3, absolutely brilliant, and I think he might be a good replacement for Defoe for now at least. So that's my striker right here, and yeah. That's who I'm going to purchase right now. Let's confirm the transfer and proceed to creating my team. Of course, I'm going to bring back David De Gea for 1 game week. Then I'm going to have Cahill, McAuley, and I don't know who should I get. I'm definitely getting Sanchez for Phillips, and then I'm thinking I'd rather get Patrick Van Aanholt for Joshua King. Patrick Van Aanholt for Joshua King, and that's going to be my team. The only difference is, no, I'm gonna keep Diego Costa as our captain, so there's not gonna be a difference in here. I'm going to just save my team and be happy with it. Of course, when we will see when the games are postponed to, we will start adjusting our team, create a bench, so we can then use, for example, bench boost during those games or triple captain, etc, etc, etc. I don't think I'm gonna be using all-out attack option anytime soon, but you never know. You never know. So yeah, we saved the team, and now I will proceed to recommendations. Once again, the recommendation number 1 is, if you have Man City players, make sure to use them, and you can use a triple captain on them, which is quite positive. I'm not sure that you would use a triple captain on a Stoke City player, but you know, some people are mad. So let's proceed to recommendations. Before we do that, make sure to click a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to my channel, of course. And we are looking first of all at Bournemouth with Charlie Daniels. He's not a great centre back. I mean, he has a lot of points this season, 92 already. 8% of people are using him. He's dirt cheap, and he's usually playing. I presume he was injured here, but other than that, 90 minutes all the way. So he might be a good cheap center back for the bench and for this tiny game week. Then we have Sadio Mane from Liverpool. He's back, of course, and he's back with a bang, scoring goals, 2 goals in his last 3 games, as you can see. He's expensive, but it doesn't change the fact that 17% of people are using him. Absolutely mental. And then at striker, I'm actually picking for you guys Salomon Rondon, but that's only because I'm not picking players that are already in my team, because there are suggestions in themselves. So I would definitely go for Llorente before Samuel Rondon. But if you don't want to go for Llorente, you can go for Rondon. 7% of people have. He's more expensive and scores less goals. So it's for you to decide if you want to risk. Definitely West Brom, I would say, are playing better than Swansea this season. So we will see. But he doesn't seem to score as many goals as Llorente just straight away. And I think in the experience part, he's also a bit lacking. So yes, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. You can, of course, check me out on Twitter and write to me in the comment section, etc, etc. And I will see you before the tiny game week. Bye!